Hola chicos y chicas, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Otro día más aquí, Bully ahí comentando. Bueno, ¿qué más? Otra vez, nuestros queridos Rockies de Colorado. Esta vez nos vamos a enfrentar nada más y nada menos que a San Diego. Vamos a jugar en California, uno de los estados más llamativos, ¿no? De Estados Unidos. Uno de esos estados donde a cualquiera de nosotros le gustaría vivir. Nada, espectacular. Vamos, y bueno, a mí sinceramente San Diego es una de las ciudades que más me llama la atención. Bueno, ¿qué decir, chicos? Voy a ver si está todo funcionando perfectamente. Un momento. Si se escucha un poco de sonido por detrás, el aire acondicionado está haciendo un calor horroroso, así que he tenido que poner el aire para grabar. Así que, bueno, vamos a ver si suena todo bien. Bueno, se escucha ahí medio, pero no se escucha del todo mal. O sea que también hay que echarle un poco la culpa al aire. Bueno, decirles que estoy en el chat, cualquier cosa que quieran comentar o decirme, ya saben, se comenta. Y bueno, importante que se suscriban, mientras más sean, mejor. Y bueno, bienvenidos a todos aquellos que vayan a ver el directo, y los que no lo vean en directo, que lo vean resubido, pues también bienvenidos a todos. Bueno, yo pensaba, bueno, Marcus Stroman, hace poco tuvimos un video pichando con Marcus Stroman. El capítulo pasado fue con Steven Matz. Vamos a hacerlo con Tyler Anderson en este partido, contra Christian Friedrich. Bueno, vamos a ir directo a este partido. Y bueno, dejo en sus manos, chicos, como les he dicho, no he visto ningún comentario. A ver, no lo ha visto mucha gente, pero no he visto ningún comentario al respecto de lo de Chris Davis. Les dejo en sus manos el traspaso de Chris Davis por Gerardo Parra. Si hay alguien o una o dos personas me dicen, sí, mira, cámbialo, pues lo cambio, sin ningún tipo de problema. Bueno, por fin, el equipo está perfectamente, están todos on fire. Uno de los que mejor está, ¿no?, de nuestro equipo está haciendo Shu, así que bueno, pero no pasa nada, vamos a dejarlo así. Charles Blackmon está bateando solo, bueno, hay que darle oportunidad a ese hombre. Charlie Blackmon es nuestro primer bate, tiene que darle oportunidades. Si no está bateando bien, pues ya irá mejorando. Bueno, ¿qué decir, no, de esto? Christian Betancourt, me acuerdo que me lo votó en la serie que jugamos contra San Diego. Y bueno, Arenado está empezando a despertar, Will Myers está encendido. Esperemos que vaya bien todo en este directo. Y espero que sea un partidazo como el partido pasado, que preferiría ganar fácil antes de que sea un partidazo, ¿no? Pero bueno, vamos a ver qué pasa. Charlie Blackmon, empezamos. Christian Friedrich, bueno, tiene dos rectas, el slider y la curva. Bueno, bien. Tenés que haber esperado. Sí. No pasa nada. Primera, Charlie Blackmon rolling hacia segunda. Pero Trevor History está un poco también mejorando, poquito a poco. Poquito a poquito, suave. Importante es que lleguen al final de la campaña, estando cerca de los de arriba, luchando por los playoffs y que estén todos en batazo, ¿no? ¡Madre mía, el batazo de History! ¡Madre mía, banda contraria a lo Miguel Cabrera! Vaya fuerza tiene este hombre. Por Dios, qué batazo tan grande. Qué buena. Estoy diciendo, ¿no? History está mejorando poco a poco. Y bueno, ahí ven, 400 pies a banda contraria, no, nada mal el batazo. Bien. Todo el medio, picheo, eso sí. Pero el batazo fue enorme. Bueno, liar a los Rockies siempre. Tazo de frente por el shortstop. Bueno, no pasa nada. Ana vuelve contra su ex equipo. Will Myers está encendido. Los últimos 7 partidos de 25-12 con 440 metraje. Brutal. Simplemente brutal, Myers. Ajá, ya.
Now Myers a drive. This is to deep left field. And right here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's a fair early. He's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already left him up for 2 homers. They're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Batting fifth.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. He swings and grounds it to short. Ibar fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Tyler Anderson will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's hard to have all 4 pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
As we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Well, Matt, I mean, they lost the last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Gibson, 2 down.
Batting third. Third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is fouled at the plate.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had a fastball. That's a great combination.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Sent on the ground. LeMahieu's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good skip at first saves an error as this side is retired. Now to the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Number 5. Carlos Gonzalez.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde's known for that low strike, man. Sometimes maybe even
there's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A solo shot, and they add another. A solo shot here for Carlos Gonzalez. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Hit the other way out toward right field. Renfroe giving chase. 1 down. In is Gerardo Parra. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive to left. Jankowski is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now. Riding in, Tyler Anderson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's Ibar. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rockies get 1 on the solo blast from Carlos Gonzalez. Digging in, Hunter Renfroe. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Right fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground up the middle. Story scoops it up. And he's retired here, one away.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Here's Eric Ibar now. Not the shiniest of batting averages. He comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Hara ranging back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, catcher.
Standing in, Christian Bethancourt. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. And he gets ahead 0-1.
The difference maker in this outing than others is a two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
Line toward right center. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with two men out. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Padres. Still down 3-0. Ready for another chance? 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Moore goes under it. 1 out. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Trevor Story. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Spangenberg trying to get there. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. Tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
The batter, number 3.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for. In now, Alex Dickerson. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200.
Dickerson.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Boy, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now because that was clearly an indication he was looking for the fastball and got fooled.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Batting 8.
So striding forward now, Manuel Margot. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. In there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
2 tough pitches. Looking at both of them, they're both the same pitch, it looks like, in the same location. He just wasn't ready for it. You got to be ready for anything now.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Christian Friedrich. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. 3 back alongside Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Will Myers is set to lead things off.
Myers.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Here it comes. Hard hit here, but right to Ibar at shortstop. Struck well, but the leadoff man set down to begin inning number 4. Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Oh, what an effort. Line drive over the third baseman's head, but did you see how high he got off the ground? What an effort to try to grab that ball.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the second. Hit down the line at first. He'll go to the bag for 1. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Travis Jankowski.
Starts things here with a changeup for a
Put on the clock. We may as well say, here comes the batter. Strike 1. Because everybody's 0-1. The first pitch strike, he's throwing a first pitch strike to every hitter in this game. When you do that, forget about it. 0-1, where's the pitch from?
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Stepping in now, Corey Spangenberg. As he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Well, that's a first pitch single. Maybe they're going to be a little more aggressive. He's dominated early in counts and throughout the whole game. Maybe they'll change their game plan. We'll see. Are they going to be aggressive or continue to be passive?
Travis Solarte comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And this is foul off to the right and back into the seats.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Gloved by Arenado. LeMahieu on the first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, B.J. LeMahieu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. Foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
And there's your first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8.
Stepping in and ready for another shot.
Gerardo
Gerardo
Parra.
Parra. He's 0 for 1 thus far. High in the air out to center field. Margot is underneath this one. 2 gone.
Muy elevado.
The pitcher, number 40.
Digging in for his second at-bat. Tyler Anderson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swinging a soft liner. And Ibar can't get to it. It's a base hit.
Well, he's pitching well. They send him back up to the plate. And what does he do? He rewards him with a base hit. So this is a great game for him so far.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Striding in once again, Hunter Renfroe. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Squared that one up just a little late.
He hit that changeup hard. Man, he saw it good. Just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Eric Ibar.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, Matt, they've been real aggressive, taking swings early in the count, but you're losing in this game, so you got to make an adjustment. You got to start taking pitches and maybe working the pitcher a little bit more if it's not working, being aggressive.
Old strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
Windup
and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
That's a nice controlled 2-strike approach. You cut your swing down, and all you want to do is see the ball and hit it.
Stepping in, Christian Bethencourt. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. And that misses for ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And this is fouled back and out of play. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far. Again, he sends it out of play. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took the ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. This is swung on and left to the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
0-2. You'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for San Diego. They trail in this one 3-0.
No es el primero nacido en el
And that
continente
brings
americano.
in the power-hitting
Y
shortstop
americano.
Trevor Story.
De una
Comes in
nacionalidad
1 for 2 with that home
Creo
run he
que
hit
puede haber
earlier.
algún América que haya nacido en África, pero que sea americano o
Into
algo
the
así, ¿no?
windup and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter,
Pero
number
que sea americano, porque sea estadounidense.
He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Vamos, no,
Here's the first pitch to him. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Great recognition. He's looking for a ball up. The breaking ball hung, and he stayed with it. When they're up high, let it fly. When they start out low, you gotta let it go.
Ganados dos buenos,
Will
no
Myers
honrón y
will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
intentado.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A little bouncer.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
The 0-2 delivery. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hop high in the air. Dickerson is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Gary.
Ready once again,
Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 2 out with a man at first. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Down the third baseline. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, the third baseman did everything he could on that ball. That ball was just scorched right past him.
right
Laid
fielder,
out,
number
got
5.
dirty. I thought for a second he was going to have it. Just couldn't come up
Gonzalez.
with it.
Trots in from bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Carlos Gonzalez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And this one's in the dirt. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Right side hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Well, that one's going to load the bases up. They held the runner up. They're really looking for a big inning right here. Trying to get a big strike out of the next 2 hitters coming up.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the... And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Luis Sardinas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 2, Luis Sardinas.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high.
His spot has been the outside pitch right there. And now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch. And it's really working out for him.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Good swing, just got a clean strike and that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a changeup right down the middle.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is Brad Hand is on the pitch to the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander is getting loose out there. This is pulled into right. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
He just squirts that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Standing in now, Tyler Anderson. Now a bunt attempt here, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Digging in once again, Charlie Blackmon. His career line against Brad Hand. He's gone 2 for 8. Towards second. Throw in time at first for round number 2. Digging in to try it again. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And that'll get down out there. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Well, that's a big hit. It's late in the game. That puts it 4 runs. What happens late in the game now with the 4-run lead? A grand slam can't beat you if you happen to give one up. That's a big run.
In now, Nolan Arenado. He swings and grounds it to short. And Ibar can't get to it. It's a base hit.
Great job of hitting. So many people think you get a first pitch fastball, you have to pull it. No, that swing is hitting the ball back over the middle.
Here's Will Myers. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Matt, I just think he's pitching scared. Look, he's getting hit a little bit, and now he's falling behind another hitter. Challenge somebody.
On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. And they'll quickly get it in there to hold that runner at third base.
That ball's off the plate. He pulls his hands in and gets a base hit to the outfield. The only way you hit that inside pitch is if you're looking for it. Look at the screen right here. That ball's not even in the zone. He had to be looking inside to hit that ball.
Gary Sanchez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Changeup gets him out for strike 2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouled this one away. 4 runs, 12 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they strand the bases. digging in and looking for more.
A ver, anotamos una carrera ahora.
Corey Spangenberg. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, man. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Riding in once again, Yonhervis Solarte. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, that's a base hit right there. They got 2 runners on. This may be their best opportunity to get on the board. They've been shut out the whole game.
Ready for another shot now. Hunter Renfroe. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Here's Eric Ibar now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
And that's through, a base hit. The third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-1 game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Bethencourt. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
He's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they can hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving. Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Now the skipper's on his way into the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have...
Carter. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 18, Austin Hedges.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Dickerson right there, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
The batter, number 9.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit back up the middle. Spangenberg has it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So stepping in, Gerardo Parra. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
He just ambushed him right here. First pitch fastball, he's looking for it, and boom, base hit.
Justin Morneau will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Swing and a looper to left. In comes Jankowski.
Y
Oh, he
Monroe,
won't
que
get there.
está
It
siendo
falls in.
de los jugadores más productivos del equipo,
Breaking his heart, Matt. Breaking his heart. He got 2 quick outs. He's thinking he's going to get through to this thing, and now look at it. Boom, boom.
Y bueno, ahora Blackmon también se fue fuera a un poco más.
Base hits coming back at you. That's why you have to complete the inning.
Shin-Soo Choo will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Rip toward the gap in
Okay,
right.
no está encendido, Choo.
Hara rounds the corner and is headed home. In to score the runner from second.
Encendido, Choo.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up.
Está pidiendo a grito, Choo,
He doesn't try to
que le
do
den la
too much
oportunidad
right here. He just
de
takes
jugar.
what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And this one gets
No,
away.
ahí mismo la pelota como por la boca.
Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Looking to minimize the damage here. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Ah, se abrió.
And it'll fade just at the end and lines up a long foul ball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2
En este
hole.
momento era pasado. Pero ahora mismo está bateando muy bien.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Rockies do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Shin-Soo Choo will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Into the game in the setup role, it's Pat Venditti, the unique switch pitching reliever who...
Ok, vamos a poner. Vamos a dar nota vino de una vez por si acaso. Por si acaso. Bueno, ¿qué más? Ok, empezamos.
Manuel Margot is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is struck foul at home plate. Another 0-2 home. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done. That's the way you do it.
First offering on its way.
Y el picheo
Ball
está
chopped foul
yendo
right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
So digging in now, Corey Spangenberg. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Choo. And that's the 3rd out. Padres leave. Bright lights of downtown on the San Diego Bay. We're back now from Petco Park in the Gaslamp District as we're set to start the 9th. Kevin Quackenbush enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Poner estos dos, Radiant Waiting y Radiant Waiting. Ok, seguimos adelante.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Spangenberg is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
chicos, ahí salió más fuerte, quedan 50. Cada uno para los 50 suscriptores.
Will Myers went deep
Vamos.
earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Suscriptor más
He's going to
y
get something going out in the bullpen now as a
posiblemente
left-hander
se
stood up to throw. Comes set, and the 0-1.
otro más que
It's a
levanta el
swing and a
fly.
high pop-up. Spangenberg is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Espero que esté disfrutando como yo en esta serie. Eso es lo
At the plate,
importante.
Gary Sanchez. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Here comes the first pitch. Oof, looks like he's chasing
Madre mía,
butterflies
que
with that swing. It's 0-1.
cuando vean la
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there. That slider got right to him, went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
And this is fouled
Aquí
back and
Villatero
out of play.
pidiendo gato.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime he does the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a
De
little
momento
bit
buen partido por Sánchez,
This one's down to
5-2 se
third.
va a ir, pero
Throw to first to get him easily, and the side is
el equipo
retired.
decía que es un buen partido entre mí y todo.
Stepping up to the
Voy a terminar con Brandy
Leading off in the bottom of the
y
ninth,
guardar a Bush y guardar también. Sí, vamos a intentarlo.
John Hervis Solarte.
first pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Guardar pitcher
Here's
de
the
relevo.
0-1 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes
Vamos
a
a ver
look
para
at.
para el siguiente y posiblemente los 7 partidos, pero
Here's the 0-2.
guardamos a Octavino y a Bush.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Ready with another 0-2.
Bueno,
Another one
amigo.
sent foul.
Deja de bater tanto.
Here comes another 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Myers is there.
Vaya que se va a la bola.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, right fielder,
Striding in, Hunter Renfroe. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His
Buen
third
partido
punch out
para
of
el
the
pitcher
game.
de momento.
the batter number 8, shortstop, Eric
Eric Ibar is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Grounded foul. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, that grounder caught him.
Ah, no hay que-
Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. Ryan Schimpf will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Snap throw from the catcher, and he saw it coming that time, back in standing. The 0-1 pitch. Chop foul over
que
towards the
Brandy
dugout.
pitcher muy cómodo.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it
Y
comes.
sacaba el partido,
Swing
chicos.
and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Partidazo,
Yeah,
solamente
that's
son
what you
partidos
want to do
Brandy.
when you're playing on the road. Take
Brandy
it
con
right
2
to the
innings.
home squad and
Y
get
para
a win.
Anderson
Now
sacaba
the
partidazo
pressure's
con
off. To
11
get one of the next
6
2,
hits, una
the
sola
series is
carrera.
theirs.
5 runs.
Tonight's game comes to an end.
Espectacular el
5-1, the
partido.
final
Fue bueno, ahí
score. The Rockies
Myers,
slugged their way to victory
González,
with
Rafa
15
Gay,
hits.
pero Myers.
Tyler Anderson wins his 3rd of the season, picking
Sí.
up 11.
Vamos a ver, chicos. Voy a intentar a Uber, ¿no? Vamos a intentar a Uber. Yo creo que si trajéramos a Uber por Gerardo y uno más, pues ahí sí no perderíamos tanto en la defensiva. Por la ofensiva un poco. Bueno, no. La ofensiva de Uber posiblemente sea mejor que para. Pero la defensiva, sobre todo, no sentimos tanto. Vamos a ver los siguientes partidos. Colorado 3, Marcus Stroman. No, ¿cuántos hay? 0 a. No, sí, bueno. swing. Y ganamos, barremos en San Diego. Y bueno, ahora de nuevo vuelta a
Happy
casa.
Friday, baseball fans.
Otra
Welcome to
Arizona.
Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Colorado Rockies earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park, 7-2. Right now, the Padres sit in last place in the National League West Division, and the Rockies are in third place in the NL West. Brandon Drury had 3 hits in the contest as the Diamondbacks disposed of the Nationals 7-5. At the moment, the Nationals sit in first place in the National League East Division, while the Diamondbacks are in fourth place in the NL West. The Atlanta Braves put together 10 hits total as they got the best of the visiting Mets 5-4. Heading into today, the Braves sit in third place in the National League East Division, while the Mets sit in second place in the National League East Division. The Cubs earned the 4-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Titan Phils 2-1. Looking at the standings, the Cubs sit in third place in the National League Central Division, and the Phillies sit in last place in the National League East. Ivan Nova had his first victory of the year as the Buccos took down the Reds 8-3. As of today, the Reds are in last place in the NL Central, while the Pirates are atop the NL Central. Dexter Fowler plated 3 runs on the day as the Cardinals took care of the Brewers 3-2. At the moment, the Cardinals sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division, while the Brewers sit in second place in the National League Central. The Rays completed a short 2-game sweep as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-2. Heading into today, the Rays sit in third place in the American League East Division, and the Marlins sit in fourth place in the National League East Division. The Orioles combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Red Sox on the road 6-1. Looking at the standings, the Red Sox sit in last place in the American League East Division, and the Orioles sit in second place in the American League East Division. The Detroit Tigers halted their 6-game losing streak as they bested the visiting Indians 6-2. In other Indians news, starting pitcher Trevor Bauer will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He's dealing with lower back pain. As of today, the Tigers sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division, while the Indians are in third place in the AL Central. The White Sox completed the long 4-game sweep as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-1. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. Right now, the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the White Sox are in first place in the AL Central. The Minnesota Twins combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-0. Heading into today, the Twins are leading the Central Division, while the Athletics are in last place in the AL West. Chris Tillman grabbed his second win of the year as the Angels got the win against the Mariners 3-2. Looking at the standings, the Mariners are in fourth place in the AL West, and the Angels are in second place in the AL West. The Astros got 11 overall hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 9-5. Also out of Houston, relief pitcher Chris Davinsky will not be in the lineup for the next couple of days. He is said to be dealing with a sprained elbow. At the moment, the Astros are atop the American League West, while the Rangers sit in third place in the American League West Division. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Tiene menos brazos, tiene menos reacción, tiene menos fileo, tiene más velocidad, tiene más robo, tiene más contacto con derecho, tiene más contacto contra el zurdo, tiene más poder contra los derechos, tiene menos poder contra los zurdos y visión, tiene más visión también. Bueno chicos, les voy a poner en el título, cuando se procese el vídeo después de terminar el directo, les voy a poner en el título Ohhhhh o Davis. Y el que yo vea que ustedes apoyan más, ese va a ser el fichaje, ¿ok? Es el low field que necesito. Ohhhhh es un low field con un poco menos de poder, pero que tiene 4 años, o sea, creo que bastante bien. Podríamos hacer un buen cambio. Y bueno, Davis es uno con mucha más fuerza, menos fiable de la defensiva, pero con muchísima más fuerza. Espectacular, no, ¿qué puedo decir? De todas maneras vamos a buscar me encantaría Ryan Brown, ¿no? Pero pasa que no. Vamos a ver. No, todavía le voy a dar un par de minutos para seguir buscando otro outfield, ¿no? No, vamos a buscarlo así. Que parezca todos. Yo también sería otra posibilidad. Jumbo, no lo veo. Toma lo mismo, tiene mucho poder, pero no tiene, bueno, tiene un poco de brazo, pero le falta mucho fileo, mucha reacción, tiene velocidad. Una pena. Vamos a ver, que los Giants, bueno, ya va a ser complicado. No hay mucho de poner, aparte de Hunter Pence, que no lo veo, sinceramente. Aquí el right field es muy bueno. El left field, este right field tiene mucha fuerza. ¿Dónde está el right field? Tiene mucha fuerza, tiene 25 años, de potencial y 71 horas. Pero es que uno del top 50 de los Rockies, ¿no? Ojo a este jugador. Vamos a seguir. Aquí está el otro que me gustaría traer, que es el Witch, pero vamos a ver. Es el Witch. Carlos González solo ni lo venderíamos. Estamos locos, ¿no? 31, a ver. No. Vale, podríamos dar a Gerardo Parra. No pueden ser jugadores. Tenemos a Dustin Garneau y al otro Kessler, ¿no? Bueno, tenemos a Balaika, que es buena bestia. Tenemos a Walters, también puede ser muy bueno. Está complicado. Estaría muy complicado dar a, además, a Stefan García, que lo quiere todo el mundo. Está muy complicado. Por ya otro prospecto, no creo que. Ya tendríamos que dar otro jugador, ¿no? Y ahí es donde entraría mejor Tony Walters o Balaika. Y tampoco. Garneau, no quieren. Carlos este tampoco. Esto no. No, la verdad es que va a estar duro. No, sí, porque esto también, claro. Así cualquiera, ¿eh? Están intentando. Bueno, no. Está totalmente fuera del precio de este hombre, así que vamos a ver cuáles serían los que pagan, ¿eh? Ojo que están que pagan que pedazo de centerfield. JPB, Derek Rockies, Ahoy, que tal bueno para animar las dos también. Bueno, mira que raro esto, ¿no? Tony Goes, 26. Es raro, ¿eh? Es raro. Yo con el Guioner no, este es el que es uno de mis peces favoritos. Pero bueno, yo lo fijaría sin lugar a dudas. No hay mucho más de poner. Ya Frankfurt, madre mía. Mike Davis, Nando Morrow, el próximo. Esto está. May Avilés y Billy Butler. Hostia, de lo que fue Billy Butler a donde está Billy Butler, ¿no? Esa época en Kansas City, vaya bestia era Billy Butler. Sí, Lindsey, wow. Ojo que capaz se viene. Tengo hasta la camisa. Encantado. Parecía un pedazo de un pitcher como algo un pino. Tiene 70 de estamina. Bueno, no está mal. Bueno, se puede venir. Pues sí, ¿sabes? A votar, ¿eh? A votar. Quiero ver. quiero ver esos comentarios. Davis o Herrera. ¿A quién elegirían ustedes? Espero que contesten y si contestan, yo lo veré y intentaré hacer el cambio que ustedes decían, ¿vale? De resto, pues nada, chicos, como ven, pues hemos ganado la serie. 7 partidos, seguramente será el Green contra el Sandwood. Hemos ganado la serie y estamos a 4 partidos de los Dodgers y a 2 de los Giants. Esto es muy importante. Y en el wildcard estamos ahí. Tenemos ahora mismo los gigantes y nosotros. Tenemos en el wildcard. O sea que bien, seguimos luchando por todo. Impresionante los viewers, ¿no? 29 de ranking y estamos ahí luchando también. Los Mets, que ya están un poquito más abajo. Bueno, los partidos en el béisbol no. Y bueno, los Caps, esto es impresionante. Los Caps allá abajo, ¿no? Bueno, el resto, bueno, ya están ahí nosotros. Pero bueno, no sé, chicos, esto es muy extraño. Espero que la estén disfrutando. Cada vez le veo menos apoyo a la serie, pero yo en este momento voy a seguir subiendo un poco. Si veo que al final la serie se va apagando, pues haré lo que les estaba diciendo. Intentaré subir otros modos de juego, sobre todo el modo carrera, el proyecto de show, y que disfruten todos, ¿no? No solo nada más lo que les gusta la franquicia. También vamos a subir algo de FIFA o subir algún otro juego. Mañana, bueno, ya lo que saben, van a tener vídeos seguramente de Fórmula 1 y van a tener bueno, no sé si intentar hacerlo directo, espero que mañana, que es viernes, poder hacerlo el directito de 2 partidos, ¿no? Dos partidos, vamos a ver, para el calendario. Bueno, si pudiera hacer 2 partidos, pues sería uno contra Arizona y otro contra, bueno, este mal está brutal, y otro contra los Caps. Bueno, serían 2 buenas series, chicos. Así que espero eso, que estoy disfrutando, bueno, que a mí me alegra ver que la serie la ven y que la disfrutan y que la apoyan, ¿no? Porque veo esos likes, porque veo las visualizaciones, veo todo. Y bueno, yo me animo a seguir, aunque me cueste, me animo a seguir subiendo vídeos. ¿Qué más, chicos? Nada, estamos ya a punto de, si no me equivoco, bueno, ya empezamos el mes de mayo. Sí, y bueno, vamos a mayo por todas, pero a lo mejor en un mes o cosas así, antes de un viaje que vamos a hacer a Holanda, espero antes de ese viaje a lo mejor estar ya terminando el playoff, no, o sea, no terminando el playoff, terminando la liga regular para a lo mejor empezar el playoff. Y de resto, pues nada, chicos, espero eso, que lo estoy disfrutando, parece de compartir y de suscribirse si no están